Hey, what's going on? This is Mike Barnes, the financial first responder. Hey, so I'm currently on the computer working tonight. Just got finished talking to my son, Mike Barnes, the second. He's at the Citadel. And I started thinking, you know, we're coming up with the next go around of 50 plus. It's either 50 plus or 50 to 60 range, the financial mistakes that people make. And I started thinking, I'm doing some studying for exam because as a financial first responder, I always want to get better so that I can help my clients. And I started thinking to myself, yeah, I'm still in the woodlands. We fighting a financial war. So I do apologize that I'm not changing because we're at a war. We're at war right now, you know. So I started thinking, what is it that you want to accomplish in the next 30, 60, 90 days? Like, so, I talk to people about we operate in quarters. And so I was looking at how many clients don't think about that actual thing. Because if you're operating based off of quarters, your quarters are going based off of maybe 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Or if we want to be simple, we want to look at first week, second week, third week, fourth week, right? And that's 1 month. And then we look at first week, second week, third week, fourth week. That's 2 months. Third week, fourth week, or third is first week, second week, third, fourth, and that is the third month. And so if you talk about a 12-week program, are we really talking about getting ourselves financially stable to the point where whatever happens financially, we're good? Sometimes I wonder if we even think that way. Excuse me. What are your thoughts? Do you actually think in quarters? I mean, the quarters don't lie. I mean, I look at these excuse me, I said people, but people paying, well, they are getting paid. These professional athletes that are playing by the quarter. And I really wonder if they ever think about, I make X amount of dollars per game. Or do they think about, hey, I'm just a professional in the NFL, the NBA, and I get paid by quarters? Because if you're a business owner and you work for a corporation or you're a key employee for a corporation, you play by quarters too. Because I guarantee you, if I'm the stockholder and you're not making me any money, I want you out of here. Same thing with sports. If you're not making my team win, I want you out of here. So those are the things you got to think about. Like who's in your financial, how would we say that? Because a lot of people have fantasy league players. So who's your financial player? Like, do you have a financial player? Is it you? Is it your kids? Like, who is it? Like, who makes those financial decisions that say, hey, the family moving left or right? Is it mama? Is it grandma? Is it daddy? Granddad? I submit to you, humbly and honestly, is the person with the most money. Because he or she who has the goal makes the rules. So now my question then lies into you. If you know that the person who has the most money makes the rules, Why do you think you're in charge? You're not in charge. You're a pawn in a chess game. See, the king and the queen understand the game completely. So now I'm a little dumbfounded. Now, why am I dumbfounded? I'm dumbfounded because you actually think you controlling stuff. You ain't controlling nothing. See, I'm trying to use my words because words have meaning. I'm trying to use them in a respectful way. Notice I haven't cussed at you, I haven't fussed at you, I haven't complained because your plight is your plight. But what I do know is this, is that as a financial first responder, I need to tell you the truth. I need to make sure you understand I'm not lying to you. And what I do know is this, is that there's two types of pain. And you've heard me talk about this pain because that pain is real. There's the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And I've never had a time where somebody didn't have that pain of regret because they kicked themselves. Well, if I did this, then I would have that. Now, what we're currently going through right now is the halving. Now, people are like, what is the halving? The halving is dealing with crypto. And so when you sit down and talk to people about crypto, they start having these out-of-body experiences because they're like, oh, I couldn't make this money in the stock, but I can make it in crypto. I couldn't make it in bonds, but I can make it in crypto. Let's say they do. Or maybe they don't. What are we now saying about crypto? It's no different than any other asset class. It is the future of our democracy and money. But what we're saying is that he or she who doesn't study that asset class is really going to be left behind. Because cryptology, which is basically a way of hiding, or what's a good word I should use? Basically, taking that money and being able to self-invest, self-distribute, meaning you don't have to have a central bank. You are decentralized. That is the new move moving forward. Now, you can say what you want to say. As a financial advisor, I don't get paid on none of this crap. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Do I really care? No, I don't. Because trillions and trillions of dollars are going to be made over the next 24 to 48 months based off of people moving money in and out of different asset classes or crypto. Now, you can say what you want to say. You can say, Mike Barnes, you are full of this. And I can say, yep, I'm full of that cow manure. You're exactly right. But there is going to be a digital dollar. There is going to be people who are going to take their money and not put it into traditional markets. And there are going to be people who are going to be left behind. It's just like, I remember when I was at North Carolina Central University and my wife and I used a typewriter. And I remember when the internet came on board and we started word processing. And then they said, hey, you're going to be able to search anything you want. You're just going to have to Google it. And I was like, Google? What the heck is Google? You see, that is a industry shift. We went from using typewriters to computers or word processors to actually being able to use the internet. And I'm telling you, at 53 years of age, this stuff is going to change the dynamics of how we finance. Most of you are looking at me on a mobile phone. That's me going back and forth on my mobile phone. I hope you don't have some type of medical issue because I'm moving back and forth. But understand, it is based off of us acquiring and using digital assets. Most of you are holding your banking, your physical banking, in your hand. You have not been to a bank in God knows how long. I was just talking to a lady today with USAA with one of my credit cards, and I was basically telling her I don't understand, or I didn't understand what their statement was saying. And she basically said, hey, the thing that you ordered, they're actually trying to charge you multiple times. It's fraud. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. But my point I'm making to you is that I haven't stepped foot in a bank with USAA. I haven't. The nearest ATM is 15 miles away. Obviously, I can use other ATMs, but if I want a USAA ATM, I got to go from where I live in Bowie to Annapolis. And so I'm saying to you that times are changing. People are no longer going to banks, standing in lines, and cashing checks. Everything is take a picture, front and back, and submit it up. And you can't say you didn't do it because you sent it from your phone, which is fraud if it was an erroneous check. So I'm saying to you that times are changing and that you need to actually get with what other people are doing. Now I'm going to leave you with this note. I just got off the phone with my son, Michael. He's not a junior, he's the second. And he's at the Citadel. And we were just talking about different ways that he could do stuff or not do stuff. And it's all through technology. We're on the phone, video phone, chatting. I remember when that was not possible. What I'm saying to you is your life is changing at an exponential rate. And whether or not you actually do or not do is really not the question, as Yoda says. It's really up to you. So with that said, I hope you have a good evening. I thank you for listening to my channel. Please subscribe, click the notification bells. I will try to be more consistent in what I post so that I can be a beacon of hope and a beacon of light so that whatever you do, your next financial step is available for you. Until we talk again, God bless. This is Mike Barnes, the Financial First Responder.